I returned from a business trip, and as I walked into the house, I found my entire family waiting for me. I walked into my own living room, bone-tired but riding a wave of triumph, only to find my entire family, my husband, my mother, my sister, my own son, sitting there, waiting for me like a firing squad. My son looked me in the eye and said, with a chilling coldness I'd never heard before, "Mom, you need to accept a new reality. You're not in charge of this family anymore. Aunt Jessica is." What the hell happened next? You won't believe it. The wind coming off the Hudson River that night was brutal. The kind of cold that gnaws at your bones, slips right through your coat. I just landed at JFK after 3 soul-crushing days in Chicago, salvaging a deal my husband, Mark, had nearly torpedoed with his arrogance. My eyes were burning from lack of sleep, my shoulders ached from my laptop bag, but a fierce satisfaction simmered inside me. I had done it. I had fixed his mess. The Sterling Fuentes real estate empire, the one we had built over 22 years, was safe for another quarter. All I wanted was a hot shower, a glass of Cabernet, and to tell Mark that his reckless gamble hadn't cost us everything. I pulled into the driveway of our Greenwich home. The living room lights were on, glowing brightly against the dark, frosty lawn. Odd. Usually, by 10 p.m., the house was quiet. Mark would be in his study, and our son, Jake, would be in his room or out with friends. I opened the front door, dropping my keys into the bowl. The silence wasn't peaceful. It was thick, charged, like the air before a storm. "Hello," I called out, hanging my coat. "Mark, Jake, I'm home." Then I heard it. My mother's voice, drifting from the living room. My stomach clenched. My mother, Carol, lived 40 minutes away. What was she doing here on a Tuesday night? A sudden, sharp panic seized me. Had something happened to my sister Jessica? Was someone sick? I rushed toward the living room, my heart hammering against my ribs, expecting an emergency. But it wasn't a medical crisis. It was a tribunal. They were all there, arranged on the designer leather couch I had chosen last Christmas. Mark sat in the center, impeccably dressed, but he wouldn't meet my eyes. To his left, my mother, Carol, her posture rigid, hands clasped tightly. To his right, Jessica, my younger sister. And in the armchair, my son, Jake. The atmosphere was suffocating. No one was crying. No one looked sad. They looked resolute. "What's going on?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper, my breath catching in my throat. "Is everyone okay?" I took a step forward, but Jake stood up. He didn't move to hug me. He planted himself like a security guard, blocking a door. His eyes, usually so full of the warmth I had nurtured for 2 decades, were now utterly devoid of it. "Cold. Mom, sit down," Jake said. His voice was deeper than I remembered, stripped of all affection. "You need to listen, and you need to not make a scene." "Jake, you're scaring me." "What is this?" My own son, looking at me like a stranger. "You need to accept a new reality," he continued, reciting words that sounded rehearsed. "You're not in charge of this family anymore." I looked at Mark, pleading with my eyes. "Mark, why aren't you saying anything?" He finally looked up. His handsome face, the one that had been the public image of our company for years, was twisted into a mask of pity mixed with utter annoyance. "It's over, Eleanor. The charade is over." "What charade?" I felt like I was drowning on dry land, gasping for air. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.